My greatest memory on AGT.
That was bloody fantastic.
I'm from Winsboro, Louisiana. At 65 years old, I'm living my dream.
My name is Robert Finley. I'm from Winsboro, Louisiana, and I'm a singer. Oh wow, the energy was great. It was exciting. I really couldn't see everything that's going on, but I could feel the vibes. So I was excited. I like to say a lot I couldn't see, but from what the people was telling me backstage, everybody was up and about and rocking. So that was my sole purpose, to rock the house. And so I say, thank God, mission was accomplished. But you know, I've been singing in the choir since I was 7, and I still play for the church choir and in the small town I live in. So I know they'll be excited, and I know they'll all be rooting for me in the future. And so I just thank God that we made it this far. Yeah, my dad was a sharecropper, so we grew up on the farm, very little schooling, but because it was work all the time. But we moved off the farm when I was about 10 years old. And then that's really when I actually started going to school for the whole season. My dad was a carpenter by trade, and I learned his trade by following him. And so I guess I've been carpentering my entire life. The tragedy where I had an accident to where I got hit in one of my eyes, and then I went to have it checked, and that's when I was diagnosed with the glaucoma. And so by the time I did, I had lost my right eye and 60% of my left. Well, yes, my tragedy with the sight forced me into the music. But I refused to give up, and I refused to have a pity party. I had to lose my physical sight in order to see my true destiny, my true calling. I know it's everyone's intention, but my goals are to win. And I will just have to go as far as it takes me. But the sky is the limit. And even with all of the thousands of people that audition for the show, just to get here and do the audition was a blessing within itself. And so when opportunity knocks, you have to open the door, because opportunity don't knock long. So when opportunity knocks, you need to be waiting on it to knock and just throw the door open and let it happen. Because at my age, 65 years old, it's not a whole lot of time left to do what you're gonna do. So that's why I'd say take it when you can get it, and get it while you can.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, I'm excited, I'm anxious.
Tell us who you are.
My name is Robert Finley.
Where are you from, Robert?
I'm from Winsboro, Louisiana.
How old are you?
I'm 65 years old.
65 young. And I take it you're going to be singing for us. What got you into music?
Well, to tell the truth, I was a carpenter all my life, and I lose my sight due to glaucoma. So music was always a passion of mine. So I'd say I had to lose my physical sight so that I could see my true destiny.
Oh. And what song are you going to be singing for us?
I'm going to be singing an original song tonight called Get It While You Can.
Amazing. Well, we can't wait to hear you. Let's hear it.
He's got a good kind of soul about him, hasn't he?
trying to love this woman. Gonna break my back. If working for a living don't give me a heart attack. You gotta take it when you can get it. Get it while you can. Wrap it up in bacon. Sizzle it in your pan. Now it may not come in the mailbox. It might come in a moving van. But you gotta take it when you can get it. And get it while you can. I did not know the dealer. I sure didn't know his daughter. And if I hadn't chased her, y'all, I never would have called her. So you gotta take it when you can get it. Get it while you can. Wrap it up in bacon. Sizzle it in your pan. Now it may not come in the mailbox. It might take a moving van. You gotta take it when you can get it. And get it while you can. You gotta take it when you can get it, y'all. And get it while you can. Thank you so much.
You might not be able to see us, but I hope you can feel us.
I feel it all over.
We can tell there's so much passion, and this is a dream. With your talent, you deserve it. You gotta know that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
This is so important for people to listen to this song and live life the way you do. You're a great inspiration and a great talent. I love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Mr. Robert Finley, when you said wrap it up in bacon, you had me at hello. Man, your spirit, your energy, out of this world. You combine blues, soul, a touch of country, a bit of rock and roll. I'm gonna try to get it while I can. Amazing, absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I actually said to Juliana, you know, I actually liked you even before you started singing. You've got this great soul about you. And your voice is the finest wines are the ones that stay in storage for a few years and then they become beautiful. And that's how I feel about your voice. You don't have that voice when you're 17, 20 years old, right? And when you connect with a song, you know, with a particular lyric, this could go through the roof for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
He's 65 now, and he's not letting anything get in his way. Tonight, he's performing an original song about his time on AGT. Here's Robert Finley.
I think about it every now and then. Though I might not never see you again. But I think about all the beautiful places I've been and how people open up and they let me in. Yeah. I've been around the world, it's all the same. Still feel the wind and the howling rain. But heartache is still a heartache and pain, still pain. I may not ever see your face, but I can feel the love in this place. You're fine, started to see what the Lord has given to me. Yeah. I'm fine, started to see what the Lord has given to me. Yeah. Thank you, Lord. This time, I know I got it right. I'm going by faith and not by sight. But I'm beginning to see the light, and deep down inside it feels alright. I may not see your face, but I can feel the love in this place, y'all. Finally started to see what the Lord is giving to me. Yeah. I said, I'm finally started to see what the Lord's been giving to me.
Robert Finley! And please make some noise for Robert's daughter, Christy, on backing vocals. Woo! Gabrielle!
Mr. Finley, you said winners never quit, and we are all so glad you never quit and gave up on your dream. You are a gift to us all. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mr. Finley. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you did feel the love in this place, because you spread it around. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Howie!
So, I love you, and I think you're great, and I agree with everything that you just said, but I wonder if this is a theme tonight, strategically, young people vote, only 7 are going through. I don't know that that song connects to who votes. Choices. I'm right. Watch what happens.
Julianne!
I absolutely 100% disagree because I was listening to every single word. And when I think of church, I think of gratitude and love. And I would like to be baptized into the Robert Finley Church. Because you are exactly what America needs right now.
Thank you.
Simon!
Well, we have a mixed panel tonight, don't we, Terry? But this time I am going to agree with the girls. Because, in my opinion, Robert, that was bloody fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
And the
Thank you
word
so
that
much.
comes to mind with you is legend. I don't know how good your eyesight is because you referred to it in the clip, but 5,000 people just gave you a standing ovation.
Tonight,
All right, here we go, folks.
at 65 years old, I'm living my dream. Now all I gotta do is win $1 million.
Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you so much.
And just tell everyone your name again, please.
My name is Robert Finley. I'm from Winsboro, Louisiana. I'm 65 years old.
18 acts, 6 to go through. What would it mean to you to go through to the live shows at the Dolby?
It was a part of my life that was missing, so I'm here to fill the missing puzzle. I was carpenter by trade, then I got to where I couldn't see well enough to read the tape measure, so my great daughter that's here somewhere in the audience. My daughter bought me a rocking chair, and I told her, baby, you can take that back to the store, get your money back, because I'm not sitting in a rocking chair, I'm rocking and rolling.
I love that. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Medicine woman, have pity on your man. Medicine woman, I know you understand. See, I got a deep need, only you can feel. It don't come in no bottle, it won't come in no pill. Medicine woman, mercy on my soul. Woo! That's hot. That's deep. I return the favor. It won't be a one-way street. I'm gonna love you forever. If you just set me free, Thank you.
Well, you're not messing around tonight, are you? Howie, let me start with you, please.
You know, music and performance should move people, and you moved us all up off our seats onto our feet, and the one word that comes to mind when I hear you is authenticity.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Mr. Finley, you did not come to play with us today. You came to go to the finals, and you put everybody backstage on notice.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I got two things. Robert, one, is it okay if we adopt you in our family? And two, thank you for showing America to never give up on their dreams. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I once left a show, and the big reason was I could not get over this rule that anyone over the age of 29 couldn't be part of a singing competition. And I think you were better today than you were the first time.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I just wish I could be as cool as you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You've made our jobs a little bit harder now because we've only got 6 places.
Ooh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
See you later. Doesn't matter how old you are.
When I first got in the NBA, one time you hit 30, it was over for you. But like nowadays, you can show that like I can still go.
Yeah.
You have made it very, very hard.
My greatest memory on AGT was the first time I came out before the judges. And some of the things that they said, the comments that they made, was heartwarming and unforgettable. The first time I walked out on stage to hear the roaring of the crowd, I felt like I was in the right place at the right time. Being here on this biggest stage in America, where all the great stars have performed, it was like my dream is finally coming true. First, I want to say to all of my supporters in Louisiana and in my hometown, Winsboro, the town I live, Bernice, thank you so much for all your support. And I know without you, I wouldn't be here today. So thank you so much. For anyone that's thinking about auditioning for AGT, make sure that you shoot your best shot, give it all you got. The sky is the limit. Follow your dream. The greatest thing about auditioning was to get to meet all of the great talent that was backstage, so many people with so many different talents.
Listen, girl. Say I'm old enough. Ooh, baby. To understand. Yes, I am. And I can take care of business. Ooh, baby. Girl, I know I can. Well. But if you need a little loving, baby, every now and then, well, just text me, baby, just call me, baby, 'cause I wanna be your friend. Just call me, baby. Listen, baby, see my age don't mean a thing. Don't mean a thing. Are you listening, baby? See, my age don't mean a thing. My age don't mean a thing. Baby, ooh. Oh, you might be thinking And my age, that don't mean a thing. See, I'm qualified to be your man. And I'm not too hard to understand. And I'll always do the best I can. But my age don't mean a thing. Age don't mean a thing.
Robert Finley! And on backing vocals, give it up one more time for Robert's daughter, Christy. Sean, what do you think?
I love that so much. I would give anything to be half as hip and cool as you. Like you and you should be in a cool Quentin Tarantino movie. Like you guys are a match, and I loved it. And what else? I also love that it's you and your style are so different than anything in the competition. You really, really stand out. I loved it.
Thank you. Simon!
Robert, you are so cool, so classy. Age is completely irrelevant here. We've got all ages on the show. My only thing about the song is I think that if you hadn't had the band on with you, you would have made a much bigger connection with your voice and the lyric, because it all... Just trying to be constructive because I absolutely love you, Robert, but it wasn't quite the moment I needed from you tonight.
Okay, Howie, can you straighten us out here?
Okay, well, I'll be honest with you. I know more about the Jews than the blues, but the thing is... No, but I don't know this world, but from me, take it for what it's worth, it felt so authentic, so real, and you took me to a world, and I felt like I've been to church, and I'm proud to be part of your congregation.
Yes. Thank you so much. Look, good luck tonight, Robert.
Medicine woman, have pity on your man. Medicine woman, I know you understand. See, I got a deep need, only you can feel. It don't come in no bottle, it won't come in no pill. Medicine woman, have mercy on my soul.
Woo! That's hot. That's deep.
I'll return the favor. It won't be a one-way street. I'm gonna love you forever. If you'll just set me free. Can't get it on the corner. I can't get it in the store. But every time I get it, I want more and more. Medicine woman, you got the healing touch. Medicine woman, you've got that healing touch.
Robert, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm okay, thank you for asking. So before we get into the record you've made, I'd like to go back a little bit. And I believe you grew up in somewhat of a strict household. So
Yeah, well, a real religious household.
when did you come across the blues?
Definitely after I got old enough to leave home. So, I left home kind of at an early age, at the age of 15. So, I had this dream or this vision that I could throw a guitar on my shoulder and walk the streets like Hank Williams would make me. and become a superstar, but that didn't work right off the bat. So I guess the basic time when I really got into it was when I went in the military at the age of 19.
Okay. I find that interesting because I can imagine in those days, and even now today, music isn't the first thing that pops to your mind when you think of a job or something you're going to pursue. So what made you go for music? What made you that passionate about music?
I grew up in like I say, in a religious family, so I sung in the choir since I was probably old enough to stand. My dad used to carry me, and he would always be patting his feet and singing, and somebody would come get me, and then he would stand up, and I guess just watching the reaction of the congregation kind of planted that seed in me, because he could, as the old people would say, he could tear up a church when he wanted to. So I liked the attention about it. I think, well, the fact that the way it looked like at any time he could just start the church to rocking.
Right.
And it seemed like a fun thing to do, but I looked at the blues. He looked at the blues as devil music, so I was really kind of afraid of it. And when I first started to doing R&B and blues, I really kind of felt a guilt feeling for a long time. But after dealing with, I first went in the military at a young age, and first time on my own, mismanaging my first paycheck and stuff like that, that kind of, I think, gave you the blues, because the blues is really just a reality thing. I found out it's not a bad thing at all, because it's true. The only difference in the contemporary gospel and the blues now in R&B is, instead of saying Lord, they say baby, and other than that, you either say baby or Jesus or baby or Lord. And other than that, the music is basically the same. I learned that after, playing it for so many years. And so this type of childhood and then going out on your own, and then a lot of things was totally different from because my dad was teaching turn the other cheek, and the military was teaching we gotta kill. Right. So it was a totally different, broadened world. So you gotta put me out of that narrow-minded thinking. So I had to kind of figure out life myself in my own way, because Dad wasn't around anymore, and my father had gotten killed in an auto accident. So I was pretty much in the world alone, other than my mom, and she wasn't, able to financially to do all the things we would need it done. So I actually joined the military to have a sure way of supporting my mom.
Right. So was it during that time in the military where you kind of found your musical voice, or you found your, or did that come later?
Well, like I say, the singing part, I had been doing all my life, so I really didn't think that much about it. It was the guitar playing. I bought my first guitar when I was 12, so that was always, I had a passion for it. I always sit at the front seat when we went to church and watched the guitar players, and that was just something I always wanted to do. Something about the music that I just couldn't seem to shake. So that's the reason why I tell people now, here it is, 52 years later, I'm actually living my childhood dream because I in the military, I played in the military band. I helped form the band in basic training, and I won a little plaque. It wasn't a big deal because it didn't even have my name on it. It just had outstanding entertainer, but it meant the world to me. So I cherished it, and I took it with me to my AIT, and it was in my military records that I was a musician. So in AIT, at the time for graduation, I was allowed to put together the band for the graduation in AIT. Finished that training, and so my first station was in Germany, over in Audition, Germany, and just so happened the first time I got there on a Friday, I was told to report to duty that Monday. So the sergeant told me where the recreation center were, and I just went and checked out a guitar. And I was sitting there playing on the guitar, and a young man came up and said that the guitar player had just gotten out of the service and had went back to the States, and they had a picnic they had to play for that Saturday. And he said, we got a picnic tomorrow and we don't have a guitar player. And I was like, well, I don't know y'all's music. And he said, well, you just play what you playing and we'll just back you up. So that was really a great opportunity because even before I signed into my duty station, I got a chance to perform before the whole battalion. So it was kind of like I met everybody at one time. So great.
Do you remember the feeling it gave you to perform for other people?
Pardon me?
The feeling you got from performing for other people?
Oh, well, it's I don't know the words to explain it, but it's something you can really get addicted to something about being appreciated and the gift of music. It always open doors for you everywhere you go, you know. Like I said, all through my military career, music was the thing that got me known. And if I went to a strange town, or if you make music, you make friends. I always said music is a universal language. Between music and a smile, you pretty much can make it anywhere.
Right. And so, because like you say, you're now living your childhood dream in a way. But I'm sure you must have, did you miss kind of that part of your life? Because I'm sure you played music along the years, but did you miss, or did you kind of regret that it didn't happen sooner?
Well, yeah, well, you always feel like it's not, it's a possibility that it may not happen. But the greatest thing is if you don't give up on it. It's not an age limit thing. Everything happens within time. And I always believed that if you was in the right place at the right time, things would happen. I could not get a band in the military. The band was simple because if a person took the job as a member of the band, they had to be where they needed to be on time, or they was AWOL, or they could be court-martialed for not making the gig. So that would be their military duty to be there. But once I got out of the military and tried to put together bands, guys may show up, they may not, or they, you know, we didn't have the technology that we have now where you can talk. So it turned out to be a stressful situation.
Right.
Where always, somebody was always late, and somebody was always, you know, got a problem, they can't make it at the last minute. And then, so you walking around, it was nerve-wracking, wondering is the bass man gonna make it on time? Or is it, So finally I just got frustrated with it, and I just went to playing solo. And there were nowhere really to perform because there was no theaters and no clubs. The only place you could really do your music was churches. So I started back to playing for quartets, and that's my mom sung in a quartet, so I played for her group, and then her kids. I mean, the group, all of their kids could sing, so I got the kids together and formed another group called Brother Finley and the Gospel Sisters. And we did well because we got some sponsors and we got our own little radio show.
Sorry, so yeah, you were saying about Finley and the Gospel Singers, and so you had...
Yeah, I formed this little group called the Gospel Sisters, and we got our own little radio show with KMAR in Winsboro. It was Brother Finley and the Gospel Sisters Gospel Hour, and so the parents were the Harmony Five, and I played for them. Then I formed the Gospel Sisters, and as the time went by, the young boys got old enough to start singing. Then I started the group, the Gospel Brothers. And so the Gospel Sisters did great because they were young when we started, but then when they got older, they started to get married and moving off, and so soon that group dissolved. Right. And finally, then I moved on to Texas, and then I never really could get anything organized that I believed in would do. So I started back to carpentry because that's what my dad was a carpenter after he moved off the farm.
I think about it every now and then. Though I might not never see again. But I think about all the beautiful places I've been and how people open up and they let me in. Yeah. I've been around the world, it's all the same. Still feel the wind and the howling rain. But heartache is still a heartache and pain, still pain. I may not ever see your face, but I can feel the love in this place. You're starting to see what the Lord has given to me. I'm finally starting to see what the Lord has given to me. Thank you, Lord. This time, I know I got it right. I'm going by faith and not by sight. But I'm beginning to see the light, and deep down